How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Wow, it's been a minute since I used this camera for an intro. It's because I've been running and gunning with the GoPro, you know, just coming out here and just running and gunning and scanning and casting and trying to catch some fish for you guys. So it's nice to just be back out here on the Rock River looking for some walleyes. Today is a little different. It's colder, as you can see. I'm a little thermaled up, right? I'm suited up, not necessarily ice suit, but I do have all my thermal stuff on, my thermal boots. It's about 40 degrees. The water temp is still looking good. It's about 45, 46, so that's always a plus for us. Cloudy, overcast, right? So that's always nice too. We're gonna go and try to catch some walleye for you guys. I don't know what to expect. I want to fish the dam, but there's a few boats up there, which is okay. I'm gonna try to fish some different spots around here and see if we can put on a show for you guys. So with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out on the water. You can see here, I haven't even rigged up yet. I gotta put my fly setup on again. I stopped here because one, I'm blocked off by the forest. Two, it's just isolated. I love fishing isolated areas. Even if the result's not like crazy, you know, I still feel good and happy that I caught a fish away from the crowd. So we are going to start off with pumping flies. It is midday, so I'm assuming the fish are going to be more towards the river, like the middle of the river, and it's going to be a little quieter as of for now. So we're going to start off with the finesse flies that I tie. My goal is to use the rising river, but again, I don't want to lose them, not just yet, you know. So that's the reason why I'm using my flies that I tied a while back, and we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to rig up and hope for the best. It's going to be nice and simple, straight to the point. So what I use is mono, 6-pound mono. All right, I use 6-pound monos. I just take out a leader, right? It's simple here. Let me just get all this stuff out of the way so it's not so trash looking. So what I do is I tie this braid to this mono or floral, whatever you want to use. I tie a Alberto knot. The Alberto knot allows you to have like an extra tag at the back here, right? So just make sure your tag is about a foot long for your pencil sinker, right? So all you do is go through that loop, loop it around the two lines, right? The mono, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever. Go back, okay? Yep, just go back 3, 4, 5 times, depending however you want. Go into that hole right there and just singe it. You can lick it if you want to, but I don't think I need to today. And then you cut that braid off. See if I can find my scissors. There you go. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll try my best, right? So you cut that tag off, right? So this is the Alberto knot, right? This is the Alberto knot. And what you want to do is you don't want to cut off that long tag. That long tag right here, this tail, is your pencil sinker. So your main line is right here, and then you want to reel it up to the tip of your rod, right? You want your leader to be at least 7 feet long, a 7-foot leader to say, right? Just raise it up to the tip, reel it down, okay? Get your line here, match it up to wherever your hook keeper is. Mine is down here, so I'm gonna cut it down here, all right? And then, now, this is your main fly, right? Your main fly. I'll take another one. I don't know what this loop is called, but just cut another leader, right? Just cut another leader. And then you want to tie the I guess they call it like floral to floral, mono to mono knot, whatever. I have to do some research to know exactly what the name is, but what I do is I tie this, I leave this leader as on my main, and then I just do this loop right here. I take both of them, put it together, because remember, you got to make sure that your other fly is longer than your main fly, okay? So I'm gonna just pull up just a little bit, okay, just around there. Pick out a point, make a loop, right? Pinch it, stick both of the lines through that loop. 1, 2, all the way through, okay? I just do 3, right? 3 is more than enough for me. 3. Lick it. And then you just pull it. You just singe perfectly, just like that, okay? Now you cut the short tag off. All right, just like that. And now you have a double rig fly. Like I said, it's hard to see on the camera, but just know this is the main, this is the main, and I just tied a tail to it. So double fly setup. All right, so now move this to the side here. I'm gonna grab my pencil sinker. So my buddy Ming, as you guys know, he makes some really cool sinkers, and I made a mess here, sorry. Make some really cool sinkers. This whole package right here I believe is like 65 bucks. I'll get the information corrected and I'll leave it down below. I like using the short stubby ones because again the cast is better. You don't fly around as much because of physics, right? These right here, they tend to like spiral a lot when you cast it, so it causes like a lot of wind knot or just knot in general. But they come in different weights. I want to say this is quarter, half, 1 ounce, same thing, right? So again, I'll give you guys more information down below. Just make sure you guys check it out. So we got that right there, and now we're going to remember that tail end that we tied that we didn't cut off. That's going to be for your pencil sinker. Okay, we're going to tie another Palomar knot, and then that's it. We're good to go. It only takes like 5 minutes. All right, there you go. So the pencil weights right there, and then 2 flies right there. See that? So let me talk to you guys about my setup here. I have my Piece of Fun Illumix 1000. I like it nice and light. 8-pound braid, right? Because I know I'm not casting really far. Even then, I have a ton of line on this 1000 size spool. Again, I like it nice and light. I got my 7-foot medium light Dalvin Sierra, and the whole trick here, is to keep it light, keep it simple, and keep it sensitive. The lighter your combo, the more sensitive it is. Okay. And you do have to be careful slinging that 1 ounce pencil sinker out there, because this rod is not rated for 1 ounce pencil sinker. So you do have to be careful and not necessarily whip it out there as hard as you can, all right? Or you will break your tip. So how you pump it is you just cast it out where you need it to be, and you just pump, and you pause it just like that. And you let the river do the work, okay? Just want to check up on it and make sure the fly doesn't stick to the bottom, right? So what I like to do is I just pump it, I just dead stick it just for a couple seconds, right? If it's deeper, I'll leave it, but right now it's pretty shallow. It's about 6-7 feet only. So you do have to be careful, right? And to be honest with you guys, I've never fished this section of the river ever. I've always just gone up to the dam. So we're just gonna mess around here for a little bit, you know, wait for people to finish up by the dam over there, and then we'll swing by to fish it. Got something big. I think it's a drum. It's pretty big. I think it's a drum. Hooked into a drum. one. That's a walleye. I think that's a walleye. Dang, they just started picking up out of nowhere. What the heck? Oh, yeah, it's a walleye. Small guy. Walleye or sauger? Hey, it's sauger. Crushed it. Yo. Didn't hit record once again, but I got one. Bit far as heck. It's running like a white bass. Surface, yes, that's what it is. It's running like white bass. Oh, it's a sauger. Hey. Dude, they're like impaling the freaking bait. Jeez, gone. That's good. At least I know they like my lure. Giant, but I think I know where they are now. So freaking cold, dude. It's so cold. And biting far as heck too. Just saugers. That's a little fun size one. Stop, chill. Alright, so we're gonna put the fly away. We're gonna go power fish for these walleyes. Hopefully. It should be that time for them to eat. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey, that's a nice sauger. I knew it. Oh yeah. Good fish on that Blip Minnow. Oh yeah. Crushed it. That felt so good. Woo! It is freaking cold, man. It's cold. That's a wrap. Don't get me wrong, we caught fish. We caught a lot of little ones. Just nothing rewarding, right? And that's okay. Because we came out here I was checking to see if the northeast wind would actually affect the fishing. And it kind of did, you know. That cold wind, that cold snap kicked in, and it definitely changed the game just a little bit. All in all, we didn't skunk. We caught some fish. The river is slowly warming up, but it's supposed to be cold these next couple nights. So again, we don't know what's gonna happen. We'll find out soon. We'll be back out here. Stay tuned, stick around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.